To describe somebody inquiring about what a baby will look like when it's born as racist is misleading, nonsensical, and frankly, wicked. It's perverse, it's libelous, and it's profoundly wrong. In fact, to unfairly call someone racist is evil. Enter Stage Left, a book written by Harry and Meghan's favourite journalist, Omid Scobie, a man who looks like he's had more work done than Sharon Osbourne and Cher combined. And in that book, he makes that very accusation. The two people who have had a finger pointed at them are two of the most senior members of the royal family, King Charles and the Princess of Wales, Princess Kate, with zero tangible evidence that that conversation happened, or if it did, that it was conducted in malice. For the love of God, throughout the history of humanity, every family that ever existed, mums and dads, uncles, aunties, grandparents, have always speculated on what the baby is going to look like. I'll tell you a personal story. When my two kids were on the way, that was the conversation that dominated our family occasions. In the end, I'm delighted to say that the kids got my good looks and charm and their mother's short temper and feet. These so-called revelations, which are really just ugly mudslinging, are not about truth or tackling the appalling scourge of actual racism. This is about publicity. This is about keeping Harry and Meghan in the headlines. Author Omid Scobie is not the problem here. Let's talk about Harry. Is Harry really happy to...
Welcome back to Meghan and Harry Tales, where we call out the nonsense and uplift the truth. And today, folks, we have yet another golden nugget from none other than Mark Dolan. Yes, that Mark Dolan, the man who has never met a Meghan and Harry controversy he didn't want to exaggerate. And this time, he wants us to believe that Omid Scobie is just a distraction, that the real problem is, you guessed it, Meghan and Harry. Mark Dolan's recent comments about the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are deeply concerning. His exaggerations and mischaracterizations distort their experiences. This kind of rhetoric is harmful. It fuels a climate of negativity and misinformation. We must be wary of such biased narratives. It's crucial to engage with the facts. We need to listen to the experiences of those who have been marginalized. Only then can we understand the true impact of these issues. The British media has a long history of biased reporting. This is particularly true when it comes to coverage of Meghan Markle. From the outset, she has been subjected to unfair scrutiny and criticism. This treatment is often rooted in racist and sexist attitudes. This type of coverage is unacceptable. It creates a hostile environment. It perpetuates harmful stereotypes. We must challenge these narratives and demand better from our media. Silence in the face of injustice is complicity. We have a moral obligation to speak out against racism, sexism, and all forms of discrimination. When we stay silent, we allow these harmful forces to flourish. Speaking out can be difficult, it can be uncomfortable, but it is necessary. Our voices have power. Together, we can create a more just and equitable world. Section 4. Meghan's media maelstrom. Examples of unfair treatment. Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, has been a focal point of media scrutiny since her relationship with Prince Harry became public. The intensity of this scrutiny has only increased over time, leading to numerous instances of unfair treatment. Meghan Markle has been subjected to a relentless barrage of negative press. Tabloid newspapers have often portrayed her in an unflattering light, focusing on aspects of her life that are either trivial or exaggerated. This constant negative attention has taken a toll on her mental and emotional well-being. She has been criticized for her clothing, her family, and even her facial expressions. Every public appearance is dissected, and every choice she makes is scrutinized. Whether it's her fashion choices or her interactions with her family, nothing seems to escape the critical eye of the media. Her facial expressions have been analyzed and criticized, often being used to paint her in a negative light. This kind of scrutiny is not only invasive, but also unfair, as it reduces her to mere expressions rather than acknowledging her as a complex individual. This scrutiny has been relentless and often unfair. The media's focus on negative aspects has overshadowed her charitable work and advocacy. Instead of highlighting her contributions to various causes, the headlines are filled with criticism and negativity. This type of coverage is not only hurtful, it is also dangerous. It perpetuates a cycle of negativity and can lead to real-world consequences. The constant barrage of negative press can affect public perception and even incite harmful behavior towards her. It creates a climate of hostility and intolerance. The media's portrayal of Meghan has often been tinged with racial and gender biases, contributing to a broader culture of discrimination. This kind of treatment sends a harmful message to society. It sends a message that it is acceptable to target and harass individuals based on their race or gender. This is not just about Meghan Markle. It reflects a larger issue within the media and society. We must strive for a more inclusive and fair representation of individuals, regardless of their background or status. Section 5. The perils of silence. When we don't challenge injustice, when we fail to challenge injustice, we become complicit in its perpetuation. Silence allows prejudice and discrimination to thrive. It silences the voices of the marginalized. We must find our voices. We must speak out against hatred and bigotry. Our words have the power to create change. We cannot stand idly by while others suffer. Section 6. Justification for action. Why Harry and Meghan are right. Harry and Meghan have every right to speak out against the injustices they have faced. Their experiences within the royal family and the media scrutiny they endured have been unprecedented. By sharing their story, they are shedding light on issues that many people face, but are often too afraid to speak about. Their courage to stand up and voice their struggles is not just about them, it's about giving a voice to the voiceless. They have a platform and a responsibility to use it for good. With their global influence, they can bring attention to important causes and drive meaningful change. Whether it's mental health, racial equality or social justice, Harry and Meghan are using their visibility to advocate for a better world. Their commitment to philanthropy and activism is a testament to their character and their desire to make a positive impact. Their decision to step back from royal duties was a courageous one. It's never easy to walk away from a life that is all you've ever known, especially when it comes with immense pressure and expectations. By choosing to step back, they are prioritizing their mental health and personal happiness. This bold move has set a precedent for others in similar situations, showing that it's okay to prioritize oneself over societal expectations. They have chosen to prioritize their own well-being and that of their family. In a world where public figures are often expected to sacrifice their personal lives for their roles, Harry and Meghan's decision to focus on their family is refreshing. They are setting an example that family and personal well-being should always come first. Their dedication to creating a nurturing environment for their children is commendable. They have shown us that it is okay to walk away from toxic situations. By removing themselves from an environment that was detrimental to their mental health, they are advocating for self-care and personal boundaries. Their actions encourage others to recognize and leave toxic situations, no matter how difficult it may be. This is a powerful message in today's world, where many feel trapped in unhealthy circumstances. They are an inspiration to us all. Harry and Meghan's journey is a reminder that it's important to stand up for what you believe in, even when it's challenging. Their resilience and determination to create a better life for themselves and their family is something we can all learn from. They inspire us to be brave, to speak our truth, and to always prioritize our well-being and happiness. Section 7. A call for change. Demanding accountability and truth. In a world where transparency is often overshadowed by secrecy, it is crucial that we, as a society, demand accountability and truth from those who hold power. The British royal family, like many other institutions, must be held to the same standards of honesty and integrity. We must demand accountability from those in positions of power. Politicians, leaders and public figures must be transparent in their actions and decisions. It is our right and responsibility to question and challenge them, ensuring that they act in the best interest of the people they serve. This is not just about holding individuals accountable, but about fostering a culture of integrity and trust. We must hold the media accountable for its biased and harmful reporting. The media shapes public perception and influences opinions, and with that power comes great responsibility. Biased reporting can perpetuate harmful stereotypes and misinformation. It is essential that we demand fair, accurate, and unbiased journalism that serves the public good. Journalists must strive to report the truth, free from external pressures and personal biases. We must create a society where everyone feels safe and respected. This means fostering inclusivity and understanding, celebrating our differences, and standing up against discrimination and injustice. A society where everyone feels valued and heard is a society that thrives. It is up to each of us to contribute to this vision, through our actions and our words. Let us stand together in solidarity with Harry and Meghan. Their experiences have highlighted the need for change within powerful institutions. By supporting them, we are also supporting a broader movement for transparency, fairness, and respect. Their courage in speaking out serves as an inspiration for us all to demand better from those in power. Let us amplify their voices and continue their fight for justice. It is not enough to simply support from the sidelines. We must actively participate in the movement for change. Whether through protests, petitions, or conversations, every action counts. By raising our voices together, we can create a powerful force for justice and equality. The time for change is now. We cannot afford to wait any longer. The issues we face are urgent and require immediate action. As the clock strikes midnight and a new day begins, let us commit to being agents of change. The dawn of a new era is upon us, and it is up to us to shape it. We cannot afford to be silent. Silence in the face of injustice is complicity. We must speak out, stand up, and take action. Together, we can create a world where truth and accountability are the norms, not the exceptions. Let us unite in our efforts and make our voices heard. The future depends on what we do today. As always, the Sussexes will keep winning and the haters will keep spinning. Thanks for watching Meghan and Harry Tales. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for more truth-telling, more tea and more dragging of the British media. Until then, cheers.